Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, let's get started on that 24-hour temperature cast. It is cold outside. It got cold early last night. It's been cold all night, and it's going to be cold for another couple hours. Once we get past the morning commute, those temperatures start to rebound, and I do not expect it to be anywhere near as cold this afternoon or tonight or tomorrow morning. A little surge of warmer air is going to try, especially tomorrow, and a lot of us are probably going to stay in the 40s tomorrow morning. Very different than these past several where we were getting down near freezing and some spots getting below, and like this morning, we have so many numbers in the 20s. It's all about clear skies. It's all about calm winds. It's all about this dry air. But that gets replaced by warmer and more humid air that'll be surging this way from the south and west. That's what gives us this first little change. And then we'll see another surge, maybe a more substantial one once we get into the weekend to change things up even more. It's 27 degrees at the Tallahassee Airport. It's been that way for a couple hours. It's 30 in Valdosta. Dew point temperatures are a couple of degrees below the air temperatures, which tells me that we could see these numbers drop just a little tiny bit more. I would not be surprised to see the air temperatures dip another degree or so in many locations. We usually hit the coolest part of the day, 7:30, 7:45 a.m. It's only 5:18. It's 25 this morning at Camilla and Cross City, so we got a couple of really cold spots. Bainbridge and Moultrie and Perry all checking in at 28. The one spot up above freezing, Apalachicola, where it's 36. Now that breeze, for the most part, non-existent, and that's the way it's going to stay. I don't expect today to be a breezy one, but we're going to notice some changes in that wind direction, turning more from the south. That's where the warmer and more humid air comes from. I do not expect fog to be an issue. Visibility numbers are all up near 10 miles. This energy and this moisture is first. It's going to be making its way along the Gulf Coast. It's going to team up with a bigger boundary to the north that'll sweep east. Behind all of that, a quick shot of cool air, not nearly as cold as this last, most recent batch that settled in here for quite a while. Once that slides away, then that more substantial warming begins, and I think that starts over the weekend and takes into next week. Now let's talk about some rain chances, where tomorrow I think we do have at least an opportunity to get a couple of showers. I'm not counting on very much. I'm not expecting big rains or heavy rains or long-lasting rains, but with this surge of warmer and more humid air, we could absolutely find not just clouds, but a couple of chances for some scattered showers, especially, I think, for the first half of the day tomorrow. Maybe a couple try even tomorrow afternoon, but a lot of this will be gobbled up by the dry air in place. And then once we get to the other side of this next boundary, here comes that next little drying that'll take place for like Friday and into Friday night, and probably going to be a little chilly start on Saturday before we see that more substantial warming trend. On the Gulf today, winds out of the east and southeast 5 to 15, seas 1 to 3 feet. Not bad for the boaters. It's a lot of 20s, a few 30s, freezing conditions, clear skies. Things will warm up a little bit farther today. Most of us didn't get out of the middle and upper 50s yesterday. I think today we can see a bunch of low 60s. Tonight it's likely going to be low 40s and upper 30s, safely above freezing, with increased clouds, increased moisture, increased temperatures. And here we go with that extended forecast where the rain chances perk back up a little bit more early next week after we get that next surge of not just warmer but also more humid air. So we're going to have a few changes. I think the next coolest day after today, that'll be Friday and into early Saturday morning, but that too just temporary.